What's up, everybody? Furious Pete coming at you guys back from Canada. Made it back home pretty safe, pretty okay back home, and uploaded a new video, and I want to talk about this today, right now. A quick little rant. And I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all, but I think it's something I need to clarify for you guys, because I don't think I'm a dick. I don't think I'm a dick. I'm actually a really nice guy. I'm day-to-day. I know I'm a good guy and nice and everything like that. And then when some people online start saying that, oh, he's such an asshole in person, he's a prick, and all this other stuff when they see a video that they don't understand, then I get kind of taken back sometimes, because I never have the intention of being one. I never want to be an asshole. So I'm always trying to be a good person in person, online, and offline, you know? So and obviously you can have your own opinion. You can hate me. You can think I'm a jackass and all that stuff, but that's fine. That's the internet, right? That's what it's there for. But I want to get at the fact that, okay, I uploaded a video called the 6-pound food truck challenge. Over 8,000 calories, probably even more, probably like 10,000, because of all the grease and everything that was in there, all the oil and everything. And it was a very greasy challenge, okay? And I, you know, given a lot of stuff, I like to do fast, fun challenges at home. I've been recording these, and a lot of you guys have been always asking me, hey, do these big challenges that you used to do. And I'm like, okay, you know, once in a while I'm gonna do them for you guys. I'm not gonna do them all the time, but I'm gonna do them. And I'm not physically, mentally prepared to do these challenges, especially when I'm filming a world tour episode for you guys. San Francisco we did, and we're filming like 8 restaurants in 3 days, and sometimes even more. Sometimes it's 8 restaurants plus it's like 12 different food locations, right? And it's a lot to put into your body, and it's a lot to take in. And when I'm trying to do these challenges, I'm really trying to push as hard as I possibly can, okay? And when I'm not ready to push as hard as I can, or like physically ready, and I'm trying to mentally, power through an eating challenge, and I keep getting asked questions nonstop when I'm trying to do that, it gets a little frustrating, right? So what happened during this video, and I think you can tell that I look a little frustrated, a little agitated at one point, and I was, because I was like trying to focus on eating, and I kept having to stop and answer questions, right? And then you're given a 30-minute time limit and all this other stuff, and I pretty much gave up on the challenge. Not really gave up, there was like probably 7-8% left, maybe less, and I said, forget it after 15 minutes. I was like, I'm just gonna feel sick after this. We got 2 more locations. We had 1 more restaurant location, 1 more physical location for like beauty shots, as we call them. And I said, okay, I am going to call it here, and I'm gonna be good, okay? I'm gonna be good. And you guys didn't obviously appreciate that. Some of you guys are like, oh, you lost your shit. No, I'm Furious Pete, and obviously if you don't practice non-stop capacity and stuff, you're not gonna be able to take it all in. But I'm still the same old goddamn Furious Pete. Sometimes priorities change. Sometimes, no, my life isn't all about eating massive amounts of food. No, it's not. It's not anymore, and I'm glad it's not. I've kind of like grown outside of that. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the fact that people thought I was an asshole. And so that happened, right? And then afterwards, I talked about the food, and I was like, I didn't really enjoy it, and I didn't, sometimes I enjoy like a really nice grilled cheese sandwich or something like that, and sure, it can be like buttery and full of cheese and fats and all this other stuff. And here it's like, I think I saw it getting made, and I wasn't really sure, like, if you see the product getting made, I wasn't really sold on it, and I was kind of taken back right away. That was just my personal experience, and I refuse to just keep saying everything is delicious, right? I can't eat like one of these meals and say, oh my god, this was fantastic, I highly recommend coming here, if I don't recommend coming here, or if I don't really, or if I'm not like totally blown away by it. And world tour episodes in the past, I remember like when I first started, there would be restaurants that I didn't like, and I was like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. And then as the years passed, especially when I filmed The Furious Life, which is going to be another show that you guys are going to see in the future, the one that we filmed back in February and March, which is going to be on, well, it's information I can't share with you right now. I finally like kind of got out of that shell, you know, and I talked about food. When I liked it, I talked about it. And when there was something unusual, I talked about that. When there was something disgusting, I talked about that. You know, that is important. And I think that is something that is sometimes difficult to do on camera. You know, when you say positive about every single food item, every single restaurant, you kind of just get into a system where it's like you feel like once you say something negative, everyone else is going to look at you like, oh my God, you just dissed that restaurant. And it's not that I don't like the people there. And it's not like I don't appreciate their work, and I'm not trying to ruin anyone's business, even though I get like a lot of views. We get a lot of views. This video is going to get 1 million views. And I get that. And I'm not trying to discredit people's business. But from my perspective, and me eating it, and the flavors and everything around it, I did not enjoy it. And I am going to explain that. That's what things like Yelp and all that stuff are for, right? That's why people give reviews and talk about them. And so I naturally just talked about my personal opinion of the food that I ate. And I think that is very, very important. I'm going to continue doing that. And if you can't appreciate that or accept that, then too bad. Then too bad. Because I think that is very, very important to do. And you should do that with everything. You know, I grew up past 10 years, I've been doing unbiased supplement reviews. And I've been unbiased. And I've been talking about this works, this doesn't. This is shit, this is good. You guys know me for that. You guys know me for that. That's why I came out with the pre-workout that I know is going to be awesome, because I've had that ability of you know, being able to evaluate the good and the bad. And I understand like some people's like angles when they don't understand the entire situation, which happens on the internet all the time. There's a lot of YouTube drama, especially in the fitness world nowadays. And if they don't understand the entire situation, they can look at it from a different angle. So I thought this video is important to do, and tell you guys, you know, what is up. I intend on continuing exactly this type of angle, you know, continuing with my thoughts online, and I'm going to continue with, you know, being as vocal as I need to be within videos, because if you're not, then you're fake as fuck, right? And I don't want to be fake as fuck. I want to be as real as possible. I've always wanted to be as real as possible. I'm going to continue doing that and not hold back. Sometimes, obviously, I get it. You need to hold back with some things. But when it comes to my dining experience, which, you know, a lot of people when watching these videos will go and try this kind of food, they want to know what to expect. And I don't want to be like, this was the best thing in the world, and then they go and they try and they go, Pete, what the fuck? That wasn't the best thing in the world. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know, as much as, you know, I definitely not this, but in one little way or another, I'm kind of a food critic, right? You know, so me showcasing all these food locations is almost like a food critic, because I am, you know, reviewing the food, showing it, and there is a very good chance somebody out there is going to go to this location and try that food. I have this awesome sundae that we did in another location during the shoot that is going to go up on YouTube, and you guys are going to see, and I give my true opinion. And it was fantastic. I really enjoyed everything about it, and I would recommend going. But that's another video for another day. Anyways, I needed to get that off my chest. I apologize if I offended some people. I don't want to offend people. I just want to be real. And I think that is the most important thing that I can do, and most important thing that I can continue. So I'm going to continue being real on this internet, and hopefully you guys can appreciate that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for continuing to watch. Thank you for following me on all my social. Thank you for supporting me with everything that I do. I love you guys, and that's it. Hopefully you guys have yourself a wonderful weekend. I'm Furious Pete. You guys stay sexy, stay hungry, get gains, and get laid. Boom!